We have a Secretary of State who has done everything possible to try to restrict our ability to vote, taking away weekend voting, which we had in the primary this year, taking away longer hours, which we had in the primary this year, has created so many issues, but we have taken them to court, and we basically won most of these battles. But what people need to understand is that if we can't get our vote out, this election could change significantly in the state of Ohio. So our battle not only is to educate people on what they need to vote, but more importantly, that they got to get out and vote. I mean, we can make sure that people are educated. That is not our issue. We now forced our state legislatures to do away with voter ID. So in Ohio, you can still use your utility bill. You can still use, whether it be your driver's license or any other form of ID that is appropriate. So that's not a problem in Ohio. Our bigger problem is that, in particular, African Americans have historically voted on weekends. So what they do, they took away weekend voting. Churches on Sunday would bring buses to the polls on Sunday, especially the weekend before the election. So what they do, they took away Sunday voting. We did get Sunday voting back the weekend before the election, but let me just make clear why this is such a major problem. 25% of African Americans lack a photo ID. 25%. According to the Brennan Center, African Americans have driver's license at half the rate of whites. Only 22% of black men aged 18 to 24 have a valid driver's license. So you think that this is not a big deal. This is a big deal. Not only are minority voters less likely to possess an ID, but they are also more likely than white voters to be selectively asked for an ID. So when people say that this does not affect the African American population, something is amiss in their thinking. When you look at the laws across this country, and let's just take Texas, which is one we use an awful lot. In the state of Texas, you can use a hunting license as an official form of ID to vote, but you cannot use your student ID.
Right.
So now you know who they want to vote and who they don't want to vote. It is very clear that across this country they are making it easier. As Reverend Sharpton said, there's not a problem. If there is fraud in the process, it is absentee. People don't go to the polls and try to pretend to be somebody they're not. So what did they not change? Absentee. Because that's the way most people of means and Republicans vote, is absentee.
Wait, so the one thing that could actually cause fraud is the one thing that hasn't been adjusted?
It's the one thing that nobody's touched. And I will say lastly to you, and I say this all the time, we realize that something is important when people try to take it from us. People never try to take anything from you that is not important. So understand that as they try to limit our ability to shape our own futures and write our own history, we can't let them do it, and we can't go back. Thank you.